A beautiful afternoon here. That's a little sarcasm at the river house. We have been socked in with rain. You know, this is the end of about 3 nice hard days of work, so got a lot done. As always, less than we would like, but still got an awful lot done, and so I got a nice time lapse of that coming up here. Almost all the floor joists are up. Well, all the floor joists we can get up before we pour the concrete floor for the basement. That was supposed to happen today. Obviously, it's not going to happen today or tomorrow, so I don't know when it'll get done. But that'll has to be done before we can put the rest of the floor joists on, because they got to get the truck through, and I think we need to probably backfill a little bit even before then. But that'll be the next big thing. We have a beam that is slightly the wrong spot for the stairs, so we need to recut one beam and snake it out from underneath the ends of the floor joists and then snake it back in again. All in all, everybody worked super hard. Mom and Dad were here days, worked all day long, just slaved away, but we got an awful lot done. And all of my flooring has arrived, and almost all of my sheeting and well, roof sheeting as well. I ended up popping the money for the Advantech. It's their OSB. I believe it's an epoxy, not a polyurethane OSB. It is supposed to be much harder, and it has a 180-day guarantee exposed to the weather, so it should make an excellent subfloor, and it should handle some of this slow construction that we're working with. And yeah, I'll definitely, it was quite a bit more than OSB. It was even more than regular 3/4 plywood. But at first blush, it's very stiff. I got a piece sitting out in the rain here. I figured we'd go poke at it with an awl. It's been sitting out. We've had about 24 hours of rain now, and we'll just go see if it's softened up. But I'm excited. I'm excited to put that stuff down, and as always, I'll definitely let you know whether or not I thought it was worth it in the end. I can tell you again, first blush, the sheets are stiff. It's much stiffer than regular OSB, and they're hard, much harder than regular OSB, and quite a bit harder than plywood. So far I'm liking that. Yeah, again, it's miserable. We didn't get as much as we wanted, but we got as much as we could. So the jib boom has been working fantastic. I can't afford for anybody to get hurt, and what we do is we'll process on the end of the trailer a big bundle of rafters, and you can see them sitting out there, and then I just lean over and set them down. We used it to set all of the beams, and it's been working fantastic that way. We have got the concrete seal coat on most of it. This is the only part that I don't have a hard plastic drain, but this also just goes to a bed of sand right down in here, so I'm hoping that won't be a big issue, especially once we get all this backfilled. I won't get standing pools of water down here. One thing we found when I was trenching is that, you know, I mean, it's first beginning is of June, and the dirt down 4 or 5 feet is like the Sahara, so this stuff is truly shedding the moisture quickly. So I'm not super worried about it, but this blacking should keep things nice. Here is that Advantech stuff. Like I said, it's been sitting out now. I mean, I can mark it with an awl. And that's a hardened steel awl. Right, but you compare, this is Western red fir, so any piece of plywood wouldn't be made of anything as hard as this. So it seems super tight. I think it's an epoxy glue. The edges aren't swelling at all. This is sort of a test piece we got laying out here. It's heavy. It's quite a bit heavier, and you can see it's stiffer too. Quite a bit stiffer than normal. I don't know. I really hope it was worth the money I spent on it. It was quite an investment. The ballast train is going by. It's quite an investment, but still. With luck, it'll be a worthwhile investment. The sheeting is the zip system stuff, so you know, in theory, once the sheeting is up and the roof sheeting is down, I went with 5/8 zip. Once the roof sheeting is down, the house is dried in, whether or not I get a roof on it immediately. So that was, I mean, not, you know, but for the most part it's dried in. You know, it won't you won't have water flowing through it. So yeah, I'm hopeful, and again, I will definitely let you know how much I do or don't like it. But this is what we got done. Things are going okay. You know, that I told you that gutter downspout system drain, I was really worried that I had it going unnecessarily deep. Well, I did, and we hit rock. So I mean, that alone was another full day of battling that, but I was able to drill and blast and get most of that out of the way. And then it's a 4-inch line, and there's a hump in the middle about 5 feet underground where it goes up about 2 inches and comes back down. So we made some saw cuts on the pipe down in there and buried it. That way it won't have standing water in it, because the saw cuts will definitely let it percolate out. But if we get any actual quantity of rain, it just goes on and out. Not ideal, but you know, it's the mistake I made and the solution I came up with. So our rudimentary blocking for the basement slab floor is in. It ended up being substantially larger than we thought it would be. So free space, right? So that's down in there. Some of you tall fellas that have some problems, we figure it's going to have about a 6'3.5", 6'4" ceiling height, but I'm not going to hit my head. And again, for a place that was just going to be, you know, storage and water heater and stuff like that, now we got some usable space. And then we'll build shelves back out onto the rock shelf here, so we can actually store underneath this full bank, you know, 4-6 feet back, we can actually store stuff. So we should have plenty of storage for, you know, your boxes of Christmas crap and whatnot. Listen to all this rain. Beautiful out here though. Things are going. They're going slower than they would if I knew what I was doing, but they're definitely going. And I just haven't had as much time to mess with videos and stuff, so I'm trying out this time-lapse thing. I don't know whether I'll narrate that Red Poppy Ranch style or not. I guess you guys will find out here in a bit. But from all of us out here at the River House to all of you, thanks for watching. Enjoy the last few days.